Hi, I'm Kelly and welcome back to my channel, My Unexpected Homeschool. Today I just wanted to take some time and show you some of the amazing things that I found on my very first book outlet haul. I've been watching quite a few videos from different homeschooling mamas and just want to do a huge thank you to all of their ideas and things that they have shared, and I wanted to do a little bit of the same. So here we go. One of the first things that I found was this Bernstein Bears phonics set. My son loves the Bernstein Bears. He actually just calls it the Bears. So I thought he would really enjoy this. Along with the Bernstein Bears Go Christmas Caroling. We have Candace Center Stage. My daughter loves ballet, takes it herself, and I've always been interested in reading Candace Cameron Brae's books, so we have one to add to our collection. Save It. There are two other books that go along with our little rabbit friend here. They are Earn It and Spend It, so hopefully this will encourage my kids to save some money. The Year at Maple Hill Farm. I've seen several other mamas talk about this, so I really wanted to check it out. It looks really nice with a lot of the vintage pictures, so I'm really interested to read it. We have Fiona the Hippo. Fiona is a hippo at the Cincinnati Zoo, and they have made a book to go along with her story. Animals in Winter. We'll be saving this for later, but we do have some pretty pictures that just gives us an idea of what goes on with animals during the wintertime. Super Marsupials. My daughter is obsessed with koalas, so anytime I can find any books about koalas, we get them. Just some small readers. We have The Nutcracker Ballet, Monster Trucks, because what 6-year-old boy doesn't love monster trucks? Pompeii, Buried Alive. This will actually be a read aloud when we do our volcano mini unit over the summer. Oh, and to just throw this in there, they do have little marks either on the bottom or on the top to show that they came from book outlets. You cannot just return the books to any store that there might still be a sticker for. We have Ballet Stars. Uni the Unicorn, Uni's First Sleepover. Maud the Koala, and Fish Are Not Afraid of Doctors. And Ice Cream Soup, because my son literally is obsessed with ice cream. We have 10 Plants That Shook the World. I'm really interested just myself to read this and to see how I can pull this into our curriculum. Section on corn. I know there's another one in here on cotton, and it just talks about how it has changed the way that we do things. Really, really interested to read it. So over the summer and during the fall, we're going to be focusing on an elective for both of my kids, which is drawing. And this book is pretty big, so probably get us through the summer and through the fall, but it's the Girls Doodle book. You see their original price sticker on that one. So we have pages in here that already have ideas on them, and that's kind of the point. So we have put on a puppet show. So they draw the picture for the puppet show. Other pages in here. So it just gives them an idea of things to draw to go along with it. And we also have one for my son. We have My First I Can Draw. Now, honestly, I cannot draw well at all. So this might be more up my alley than my kids, but pretty excited about it. The animals look pretty cute. Has step-by-step on how to do them. So we're actually going to start this now because they have different marine animals, and we are working on the marine biology unit from The Good and the Beautiful. So I thought it'd be just a fun way to add in just a little bit extra and go ahead and get some art in there. Now we also have these. I'm not really sure how these are going to go for us. They do look a little bit more complicated. Not quite as broken down as my first I Can Draw book, but my kids might just do fantastic with them. So we will see how they do. Hopefully we'll all be pleasantly surprised. I can almost guarantee, though, that I won't be able to draw that well, but hopefully my kids will. And then something else fun that I've seen several other mamas post about is the Everything Kids Cookbook. My kids have asked me so many times to come in and help me when we are doing different things in the kitchen. If it's safe for them to do, I let them. But now they can flip through here and they can find recipes of things that interest them, and we can make them together. Pretty sure both my kids are going to want the s'mores. So that's just something fun that we can add into our curriculum. If you've watched my other videos, you know that my kids really do love workbooks. So I have an extra couple for the summer. We just have this Math Skill Builders, grades 1 and 2. So it has stuff in here that both of the kids can work on over the summer without being too far above their heads. Then we have Tinker Active English First Grade. I have the second grade one ordered. It just hasn't come in yet. So I'll have to take a look through both of them to see if the first grade will be good for my son or if I should actually try to find something else. Then we have My First Encyclopedia of Animals. This has some really, really nice pictures in here with some information that's not too over the top. In the fall, we are doing the mammals unit from The Good and the Beautiful, and then probably after January, the birds unit from them as well. So we have pictures to go along with what we're learning. It's always nice to see more than what we have in the first place. So then I have these two books. They're investigators. They are more of the comic style. So I have these for my son for when he gets to be just a little bit older and gets a little bit further into reading, so for him to read on his own. My last set of books is something quite a few of the other homeschooling families have too, but my plan for starting in the fall is to have some themed weeks where we start learning about inventors and start learning about people that are special in our history. So we have the Who is Dolly Parton? Who was Mr. Rogers? Who was Walt Disney? Who was Julius Caesar? Who was Amelia Earhart? Who was Alexander Graham Bell? Who was Martin Luther King Jr.? Who was Harriet Tubman? And who was Rosa Parks? Now, I know that probably seems like a whole lot, but this was my very first go for Book Outlet. Pleasantly surprised by all the different things that I can find. I didn't pay full price for any of these books. That's what makes this even better. If you get on there, just know that it's however many of that quantity of the book they have. Once it's gone until they may or may not get another shipment in. So if you see something you want, you might want to go ahead and get it. I hope that this has given you some kind of fun ideas, given you some inspiration on anything. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below.